Hey, it is Andy here, and today I pulled out 5 quirky songs from my record collection that make me immensely happy. My original 5 quirky songs that make me immensely happy blog post on FensePost is closing in on a decade old, and I figured it was time to give it video credibility. Today, I'm going to look at some of those songs, some from my 8 more quirky songs blog post, and kind of keep it at that. Let's begin. Number 1, Belle and Sebastian, I Love My Car. Now, I Love My Car arrived on Belle & Sebastian's 12-inch and 7-inch single for I'm Waking Up to Us. That dropped in 2001 and later had an appearance on 2005's triple LP, Push Barman to Open Old Wounds. As an enthusiast of both cars and jazz and Belle and Sebastian, the song makes me very happy. I love their inclusion of kind of like this ragtime Dixieland style jazz, totally oddball love song to a car. Ultimately, Belle and Sebastian rattles off a bunch of things he loves, including his car, Brian, Dennis, and Alan, possibly even Mike Love, aka the Beach Boys, and he wishes he could say the same about the person that he's singing about. Very quirky, a lot of fun. Number 2, Fishboy, and Halftime at the Proper Name Spelling Bee. Fishboy has not just been a longtime favorite of mine, they're a band that dominates the quirky song theme pretty much in everything they do. Nearly all the songs by the band are fun, a little strange, and thanks to Eric Michener's comic book style of creating albums, which of late they're usually paired with comics that he draws himself and follow storylines and conceptual elements and all of that kind of stuff. You know, it just lives and thrives on quirkiness. Halftime at the Proper Name Spelling Bee comes from Albatross, which is essentially the story of a couple who fall in love, and they go on a crime spree tour through Texas in hopes of saving the Lone Star State with the power of rock and roll. And Halftime at the Proper Name Spelling Bee is a show that they book at a spelling bee, and it's actually a ploy by the feds to arrest the duo because they've been robbing too many banks. I love this album. It was one of my favorites of 2007, and just it brings an immense smile to my face every time I hear it. In fact, I've seen the band perform most, if not all of it, in one sitting, maybe 2, maybe 3. After one, Eric of Fishboy and I went and had fish sticks. Because why not? Fishboy, fish sticks, what else are you gonna eat? Number 3, and the only 7-inch single on the list, it's the Halo Benders and Don't Touch My Bikini. The Halo Benders features 2 prominent people in independent music. First is the head of K Records, Kelvin Johnson, and the second is the lead singer of Built to Spill, Doug March. The band is probably my favorite featuring Johnson, and Don't Touch My Bikini at that is my favorite from the band. Imagine a deep baritone voice singing Don't Touch My Bikini. You just gotta love it. In addition to finding it on this 7-inch single, it was released on the band's album, God Don't Make No Junk. They have a handful of other albums, but that one tends to stand out as my favorite from them. I don't have it on vinyl, but I do have it on cassette. Number 4, Jens Lekman and You Are the Light. I love this song. It's one of my all-time favorite music videos. Not only is You Are the Light by Jens Lekman a fun, quirky song with lyrics that are just guaranteed to make you smile, the accompanying video is just right on point. Jens Lekman gets busted by the cops because he's painted a dirty word on the Mercedes-Benz of the father of somebody he likes, and he uses his one phone call to dedicate a song to that person on the radio. Ultimately, the police are sad because they cannot prove who did it. It has a fanfare of horns, and it is just filled with joy, and I just love it. So good. Finally, number 5, and it is Loading Zones by Kurt Vile. I cannot tell you how much I love Loading Zones off of Kurt Vile's 2018 album, Bottle It In. Vile's lyrics read and sound like they shouldn't work, which is one of the many things that makes him such a great songwriter, because to the contrary, they work quite well. That said, Loading Zones fits perfectly. It shouldn't work as a song. You read the lyrics, you listen, it just doesn't seem like it should work, but it does. The song's about freeloading from loading zone to avoid paying for parking, and it's catchy, it's fun, it's like Lekman's song. The music video puts a cheesy ass grin on my face. There's 5 songs from my collection that make me incredibly happy. So, what's a quirky, silly, or weird song that makes you incredibly happy? I would love to know. So put your top 1 or 2 quirky songs in the comments so we can all see, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you next time.